Welcome, coaches. Hey, this is Randy Brown, Coach RB, and I am really excited to have you with us to take a look at Skill Development Coach. And I've joined in partnership with Rich Walton of Skill Development Coach. Rich is a nationally recognized coach, a skill development coach with a master's in teaching, and also the creator and founder of the product that we're going to show you today. Those of you who know me, and a lot of you know me very well from being on my newsletters and working in my mentoring program, know that I just don't throw out any kind of new tool or product. I 100% recommend, and I'm wholeheartedly excited about what we're going to show you today. And so Rich and I are on board together. Rich Walton, I'm going to let him take it from here, and you're really going to have a great time going through this. I know you're going to be excited about how this is going to help you as a coach. Welcome, Rich.
Hey, Randy, how you doing? Great intro. I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on the show. We're going to cover a lot of information in hopefully a very short amount of time. And if there are any questions people have or want more information about Skill Development Coach, you can actually just text the word Skill Development Coach to that number 31996, and you'll get some info about Skill Development Coach. Go ahead. All right, so our partnership between Randy Brown, Rich Walton, sounds good? All right, I've been in the game quite a while now. Been a skill instructor for many years, and I'm really excited too, Randy, about bringing this platform to the game, and seeing how it's helped players and coaches already since just introducing it after Labor Day last year. And having it be as well received as it is, and what it does. I'm excited about sharing that with the coaching audience today. Thank you. All right, so the player development solution. So I really want to just talk about that specific pain point in player development and how Skill Development Coach creates a solution where there is this massive gap between coaching, training, player development, and what players need to be doing on their own time to improve. Go ahead, Randy. Obviously, not that long ago, it was quite a ripple effect in the basketball community, AAU community. Kobe obviously, had his thoughts towards AAU and as well as grassroots basketball. I would say that what Kobe said is not inaccurate, as well as it doesn't just carry over to AAU. It's travel basketball, it's youth basketball, it's high school basketball, it's summer leagues, it's summer camps, and not the lack of instruction, but maybe just the lack of how we are, our infrastructure in general in the United States, and how we teach basketball. Players at age 8 and 9 are playing 40, 50 travel basketball games when they're in 4th grade, and they're just not getting adequate practice time, curriculum, techniques, instruction, as well as player development, and our skill sets are declining as a result. Go ahead, Randy. Obviously, not that long after Kobe said what he said, LeBron kind of said the same thing. There's a shortage going on somewhere. Didn't really identify what that shortage was, but there's definitely something going on somewhere. So go ahead, Randy. And then the video of Sam Van Gundy coming out saying, skill development has to begin at a young age. There's a difference between the players here and players in Europe. We're too interested in playing games, and we're too focused on winning and losing versus player development. So go ahead, Rick. Obviously, this stuff was all over the basketball community for a while there. Go ahead. So obviously, screaming at the problem isn't really a solution, right? Identifying the problem is the first step, but there needs to be a solution to figuring out what we could do better. Go ahead, Randy. So what's the solution? All right, so in summary, just Skill Development Coach allows a coach, a trainer, a program director to do two really important things. One, embed skill development programming inside of a team practice. So how players can maximize their skill repetitions inside of a practice inside of a team practice, whether it be during the regular season or the off season, it really helps coaches put in ball handling circuits, team drills, shooting circuits, finishing circuits, so players get a massive amount of repetitions inside of a 12-minute, 18-minute, 24-minute circuit, as well as it allows you to design and deliver customized, position-specific video skill development curriculum to any level of player, whether they be at the youth level, the high school level, advanced college, professional level. All right, go ahead, Randy. All right, so what is the problem within player development in the United States? All right, well, obviously, one, bad instruction, bad information, poor visuals, all right, limited technical information about skill development, and then this fragmented network of basketball sites with limited curriculum guidelines, and then culturally, too. It's too many games, no time for skill work. You know, how are you going to develop muscle memory game habits if there's no time for skill work? So players are not practicing the right techniques, not getting the best video instruction, and you know, it's very difficult to become improved at anything if this is what we're looking at in terms of basketball development throughout the course, throughout the United States. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so we have this random fragmented stuff, and some of it's really good, some of it's okay. But, you know, where are you going to really find player development curriculum instruction for a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, a developing player, a freshman player that's going to be a JV player that's going to be a varsity player, a varsity player that's going to go on to college? How do you get your players to improve throughout the off-season to come back as different players? How do you get them to improve their skill sets? All right, go ahead, Randy.
I just wanted to interject here, Rich, if I could. I can't tell you how many hundreds of coaches I hear from that say, hey, I'm really trying to improve my coaching, but I really don't know where to go. I try to go to clinics. I try to do this. I try to do that. I'm on the web. I surf the web. I'm trying to get this and that. And really, I think a great majority of coaches are doing that. If you're really into, though, clarifying for your players through your eyes what it is that you want them to get better at, and how then to take those skills and use them and enhance that muscle memory, I really feel like what we've got here is a combination of the good little pieces of everything that's out there, and I really do.
Right, I appreciate you saying that. You know, the concept of this skill development coach, it's organized and categorized into a periodic table with 9 different categories: ball handling, breakdown moves, finishing, shooting, 2-ball skills, back to the basket skills for big men, and we have team drills, ball handling circuits, and finishing circuits for team purposes. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so the website itself, I'm going to take you through it a little bit right now. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so it's designed to help players, as Randy just said. You can go to as many skills, you know, coaching clinics and learn this offense and that offense. Ultimately, what do you really need? You need 5 players on the court who can pass, shoot, dribble, handle the ball, score at the rim, shoot off of the dribble. You need skilled players. The more skilled your players are, and then you get those players to work together, you're going to win more games. So we have a skills table embedded in this platform. Go ahead, Randy. So there's 300 plus video skills, and they're broken down into color-coded with basic, beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then expert level. Let's go on, Randy. So within each category, the first organized element is going to be the most basic. And from there, once you click on that element, say for instance, this is in the category of ball handling, you can take that element and a series of videos will be aligned with that objective. And you can take any video that you feel is appropriate for a player and assign that specifically to a workout for them, and then send it to them via their handheld device. We're going to go over that in a second. Go ahead, Randy. Next slide. So the skill development programming is curriculum driven, and it is meant for players to traverse through beginning, intermediate, advanced, and then to a level of expertise with their skill development. The video techniques that are organized and specified for players, very, very, very advanced. It can, college players, professional players use this curriculum in this video format to follow their workouts just as well as an 11-year-old player could use it to improve. The good thing is about practice habits and muscle memory. Muscle memory comes very fast. If players follow the curriculum-driven progressions, they will improve. The biggest problem that players have is not that they don't work hard, not that they don't believe they have to practice, but they don't know what to do. Like, they need to know specifically what skills, coach, do you want me to work on? And it needs to be specific. So you can create a very, very specific program for any player on your roster, any position, and say, these are the skills we need you to improve at this offseason. And you can assign that and deliver it. Let's go next one. Ready? All right, so it's organized for parents, players, and coaches. Next one. All right, basketball periodic table, just to go over ball handling, breakdown moves, finishing, shooting. And there's over 300 plus videos in that which are specified for the developing player. Go ahead, Randy. Hey, you know what? Can you go back one, Randy?
Sure.
I just want to make sure that, so when you do check, like this is color-coded for advanced, you'll be able to touch that category, that box, and there'll be 4 or 5 different videos that are aligned to that objective. I think I said that. I just want to make sure we're clear on that. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead. Sorry. All right, so it also helps coaches. You can customize your video practice plans for your team in the gym. So if you want to meet the needs or the objectives of your players, if you were turning the ball over too many times, if you're not finishing at the rim, whatever team objectives, defensively, if they weren't help side defense, if there was breakdowns in transition, whatever the specific nature of your team's weaknesses are that you need to improve upon, you can customize a video practice plan for yourself, and that works with ball handling circuits on top of the skills and all that, but you can meet the needs of your team with team objectives also, as well as one thing that I want to cover is you can actually send that workout, you can send that team practice plan to all the players on your roster. So most of the time when players come into the gym, they don't know what they're supposed to practice. You can deliver that directly to the players so they have an idea what we're going to be practicing on Tuesday night or Thursday night or whatever. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so I can assign my practice plans, and obviously we're working on closeouts here, for instance. You can shoot those over to your players. They can watch the videos and know what they're going to do. And they're curriculum-based for players at teams that are 11 and under, 14 and under, high school level, and you can also customize your own as you see fit. Go ahead, Randy. All right, the cool thing about this program is that instead of telling kids, go home and practice, or remember what you did in practice and do that, you can specify a 25-minute workout, a 30-minute shooting workout, a 30-minute back-to-the-basket workout, a 45-minute ball handling workout. For whatever the player that you want them to work on, whatever skills you assign, you can do that. You can actually send it to your whole team at once if you have, usually for a freshman team or younger team, they all need to work on their skills regardless of their position. That's why they're playing freshman basketball. So they need to be doing a series of different skill sets, finishing, shooting, ball handling, and whatnot. Younger players, you never know who's going to be 5'10" in 8th grade and who's going to be 5'10" in 12th grade. So you have no idea in terms of their development physically. So we want to make sure that all the players on your roster are skilled players. You can send a skill workout to every player on your team in literally less than 30 seconds, right to their handheld device. All they do is press play. The videos show up, they put their phone down, they pick up their basketball, and they practice that skill that you want them to practice for 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever skill you assign to them. Go ahead, Randy.
Just a comment here. When you originally shared this with me, I thought everything was looking good until you got to this part right here, and it absolutely blew me away. The part with the phone, because, kids and their phones these days, they're inseparable. And we all know that we can't get in the gym with our players nearly enough. We can't get the gym time. So let's say in the summer, you can only get in there Tuesday and Thursday nights for an hour and a half. That's 3 hours in a week where you know for sure that your kids are working out. That's why
Yeah.
I think this is the genius of what you've done, though, is because you've literally said that every court in the world is an open gym. I mean, it's like having your own gym and your coach there by virtue of having this phone. I just think this is the part that really clicked for me, and we all know that we can only get in that gym a very short period of time, and so wow, I mean it's skill time times 100. I mean it's hours times 100, really, if you think about it in that manner. So I just want to make sure the coaches saw that the way that I did.
Yeah, well, just mentioning the word 100. I sent 100 skill workouts the other day to 100 different players in 3 minutes the other day. So just so you know, from a time valuable part, the other part of it is too, Randy, is most coaches don't have access to their players in the summertime.
Sure.
And, you know, there's limitations that each state regulates, and coaches can't even be with their players.
Right.
You know, that's one part of it. And, you know, obviously being able to assign the workouts is obviously very valuable.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyways, you can create these practice plans flexible for your own team, and these are obviously for when you are with your team in the gym, and then you can customize the individual skill work on top of that for the individual player. Go ahead, Randy. All right. So, skill set focused, and it's customized and deliverable to any handheld device, whether it be an iPhone, a Droid, anything that players use. And as you mentioned, kids are on their phone probably 3 hours a day, if not inseparable. So it's a good program as far as the videos. I will guarantee you will never find anything as technically detailed as these skill programming progressions. The real value, on top of what you kind of mentioned, is in the value of the skill sets, the progressions, and the very specific nature of the technical details involved in how does a player actually execute a skill. You can tell a player to go do 50 layups, go do whatever. It's important that players understand, and they can't really do that visually without the visuals. And that's really important. We spent 5,000 hours editing the content to specify exactly the skill sets that need to be implemented for these players to develop. Good. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so we got plenty of great testimonials from Division 1, 2, and 3 coaches. You know, we have players using this program professionally overseas in Europe. We have high school and college players using the platform to improve. You know, and I kind of said this last time I was on. You know, the best part about the platform for me is that I get to hear stories about kids who are using it to become professionals, to become college players, to become varsity players, to make their team after getting cut last year. That's the real value, I feel, to me, is that the players are engaged with it, they love it, they swear by it, and it's improving them. And, you know, so that's really, you know, that's really the greatest part for me, as well as we have several testimonials. Regarding our partnership, last time I was on, we got a lot of contacts as far as people want to know more about the business model. Well, it's important that we share that, and it's a big part of skill development coach. And you know, Randy Brown and I, we've known each other a long time. Obviously, both coaches very passionate about the game, and we're looking to connect with like-minded coaches and to help them also earn more residual income. Obviously, coaching is a passion. Very few people get to do it professionally in terms of that's their sole source of income. Most coaches are teachers. They have summer jobs. They're running camps. They're painting. They're doing all sorts of things to, you know, supplement, as well as the money that they put out of pocket to attend all those coaching clinics and all the resources and all that stuff. You do it because you love doing it. But there is a, you know, part of skill development coach, it was created to help compensate all the people involved for using it, recommending it, and just valuing the service. And we compensate anyone who's involved on that level to earn ongoing commissions with the business model that we have. I'd like to kind of go over that a little bit. As far as our business model, every subscriber that comes into Skill Development Coach is on an individual membership is either a $14.95 a month, a $39.95 for 3 months, or a $99 yearly membership. Obviously, not a lot of money. It's a very high value program for the money that we're charging for it. Each individual member of Skill Development Coach is with us on an affiliate level. Whether they be a high school coach that runs summer camps or does a middle school coach that does training in the summer, whoever you are in the basketball community that sees the value in what this service can bring, you earn 25% on an ongoing basis. So for every subscriber, $14.95 a month, for instance, or $99 for the year, every player in your network, if you run an AAU program, a travel basketball program, if you have connections to the YMCA, however it works out, you can earn 25% on every single membership, as well as through your network. If you know coaches out in California that you live in the East Coast, or even coaches overseas, now if they come on board with us, they earn 25%, and you earn 10% of whatever they do too. So it was meant to benefit all of the people in the basketball community that were like yourself, Randy, like myself, who love basketball, love working with kids, love helping players get better, and then also realizing like that this model was made to help coaches earn additional revenue. And I'll tell you, there's nothing better for me than to be able to write commission checks to coaches and trainers in different parts of the country. It's the best feeling in the world that I'm helping coaches earn money doing what they love to do on an ongoing basis. So that is the business model. And there's a ton of different pricing packages that we offer. Go ahead, Randy. All right, go ahead. All right, so individual memberships we just kind of went over. Any player can subscribe to anyone's network. We also have individual coach memberships if the coach just wants to use it for themselves. Look through all the drills, look through all the video drills. They have access to it, unlimited access, even for $99 per year. A $249 affiliate trainer relationship to us allows you to be able to resell the program to your network of players and earn 25% commission. Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead. All right, so our affiliate trainer memberships, we give you 12 free accounts to start. You get 25% ongoing commission. We give you referral links. We can automate marketing through those. You can send your links to people. I was with him, send your link over to somebody. He texted the link over, and then we had a sale come in, and I literally wrote him a check for $24.75 right there. The player bought a $99 membership. So, there's a lot of different ways that trainers and coaches can earn a lot of additional revenue just through referral service to their players and their network of parents and coaches and whatnot. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so high school programs. We can get high school programs on board. 36 player accounts for one program, whether it be a boys or girls. 3 coach accounts for freshman, JV, varsity. College programs will give them 15 players. Some of them have 15 players on their roster. Now, the high school programs are a $500 program, and then we can get both programs at the varsity girls, boys and girls programs. Both programs, 72 players, 6 coach accounts. We do those for $9.95 a year. Travel programs, they vary in size, so it's all dependent. Some travel youth basketball programs have 8 teams. Some of them have 20 teams. So, with the variation in size, the commission rates are still the same, 25%, 25%, 25%. Massive programs that have 500 kids, 800 kids, 1,000 kids, AAU programs, travel, some recreational programs that have 800 kids just playing winter basketball in your hometown. If those kids, we could do a group pricing for all of those kids, you'd still earn a very high commission on that, and it's a renewal, every monthly renewal. For every subscriber, you would earn commission on. Training facilities, we even have co-branding agreements. We're doing more of these all the time. You can introduce it to your network at a couple of different tiers, and so we have co-branding agreements also. So there's obviously a lot of different venues. There's a lot of different packages that we can offer, and I'm sure the coaches out there all know each other. They know different coaches. They know different programs, different training facilities. The value is really in the service and what it can do. But then, the second part of it is it was really important to me that I created a business model that was going to really help support the coaches, trainers, and people who were doing the right thing in the basketball community, helping kids improve. We're really seeing what I was seeing, this lack of skill development, or where that, so this is a grassroots initiative that we're on, and want to help trainers and coaches help support them income-wise, as well as, giving them this resource to be able to help the players that they work with improve. Go ahead, Randy. All right, so there's a lot of different flexible options that I kind of mentioned over for different programs. So we have different packages that to meet the needs of the individual teams and coaches. Go ahead. All right, so as we kind of went over, if you want to get in now, we've had some really smart people who kind of picked up the phone and called me and emailed me, and we'd had some really good conversations. We just got a bunch of new affiliate trainers on board, obviously through this webinar and different channels that we have out there and different connections that we have in the basketball community. But, there's a lot of opportunity to help use the program with kids, but also, even if you wanted to use it as a fundraiser, you can use it as a fundraiser for your high school program or whatever. And let's not forget, this platform is going to help your players get better. They are going to get so much in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, if they just follow what they need to do on their own time. You can send these players the most detailed video skill guides that they will ever see, and they will get so much better. All right, so you're going to help your program in a number of ways. There's my contact info. I had some awesome conversations with some awesome people in this last week, Randy, and I love coaches. I love teachers who are coaches. I talked to a guy who in California. He said he didn't play basketball as a kid, and so at 35 years old, he started teaching himself to play basketball. And he called me up. He was just, there's so many interesting people out there in the basketball community that I've gotten to talk to, and it's just awesome. And ultimately, this whole platform was made to help coaches and trainers use the skill video curriculum to help their players. So, I have the best interest of the game in mind, and I just want people to be, able to use it and get a lot out of it. And I look forward to, talking to people, and I love talking to coaches. So there's Randy's email. Obviously, you can connect with him. And, I just want to thank you, Randy. I hope I didn't go on too long. And if I missed anything, feel free to let me know.
Great job, Rich. We look forward to you being so busy picking up the phone and answering your email because these coaches are hungry to get better. And we know coaches, if they can get an edge anyway, they're gonna come aboard. And the part about coaches not being full-time coaches and the opportunity to earn some residual income by just sharing the game with other coaches, I think that part that you've designed is really, really cool. So we look forward to continuing to stay in touch with you. Coaches, you can get a hold of me. You can get a hold of Rich. Get a hold of him directly if you're ready to go and jump in and get yourself signed up. So with that, we'll sign off. And thanks so much for joining us, coaches.
All right. Thanks, Randy. Talk to you soon.